Hello and welcome to Martes con José. Today on May 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I was thinking earlier that I think Emily actually chose me to do Tuesdays because she had looked at the dates and said, hey, Cinco de Mayo falls on a Tuesday. Who's a Latino in our cast that we can put on? Jose. So that's how I landed on Cinco de Mayo. Today I have a special guest with me. One of my best friends, Eli Castro, is going to be here with me. But first, let's give it up for John Valines. Teching, John Valines, you can pop yourself up here too.
Hi, Jose.
Is this a better angle?
You still need a little higher. Well, I'll let Ellie handle that with you.
Thanks.
he has opinions, that guy.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll definitely be hearing about this angle from him the whole time we're on live. But no, thank you for all that you're doing for us, all that you do for SAK. You've been with SAK actually a really long time, haven't you?
I started at SAK in January of 1994. So
wow,
yeah,
that is a long time.
That was quite a while ago. I'm much older than I look.
Yeah. Well, thank you, John, and thank you for teching this live for us.
Very excited to be here. Ellie comes from where I come from, and I love his comedy. I'm just really, really excited to watch you chat with him from afar. So
you're from New York also?
No.
Oh, you said Ellie comes from where you come from.
No, I'm made in Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah, so is he. All right. Well, let's bring him up. Without further ado, he just came off of an Off-Broadway tour where he sold out every one of his shows. He'll have to remind me. I can't remember if it was like 20 or 30 shows. I can't remember exactly the total, but he'll tell us. Give it up for Eli Castro.
Gracias.
Seriously? You had to do an entrance?
Well, you know, I was drinking, you know. Mira, interesting. John and I also have something else in common.
What's that?
I was married in 1994.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I've been divorced twice since. So that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Wow. How's this angle for you? This better?
It's horrible. Because I know you're already a big guy, and you're coming off like kind of like that. You're kind of like.
So do you want me like to get far away? Is this what you need?
I'm saying if you lift up the camera so we're looking more eye level instead of like looking up at you, like I feels like you're standing up and I'm sitting down.
But I'm on an iPad. The only other option would be to hold it. Like,
there it is. Perfect. There it is.
There. Oh, look, Adam Lind is in. He's saying primera.
Primeramente.
Yeah.
So okay, you can put it down because you're not going to be able to hold it.
No. It's not gonna work.
There it is. There's that horrible angle. There it is. That's you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
First of all, can we take off what's with the hat look?
Oh, you don't want to see this hair.
Yeah, we do. Because the whole hat look, you look like you're in the witness protection program. Okay,
I am
somewhere in Hawaii with that shirt.
I am. That's why I live far away from you.
Yeah, that hat's killing me, bro. That no team hat. That no label hat, that no brand hat, just a generic black hat is.
You know what's great? This quarantine has been great because I keep my distance from you. I don't have to hear this constantly when we're together. But Here it is.
Well, just in case you're in need of an opinion.
So we met at SAK Comedy Lab. We actually owe our friendship to SAK Comedy Lab and John Hunter, actually.
Yes. Yep.
Today, did you know that today was the 13-year anniversary of our first Improv Español show?
I did because you told me in preparation for this live, but I can act like I didn't know. What?
Yeah, act like it. Exactly.
De verdad, like today, what are the chances? What?
Yes. 13 years ago today, we were on stage for the first time with 5 other people. I think John has a picture of that group of us on that first show. Look at those youngins.
Wow.
Yeah, I still had earrings.
Yeah. And that's when you used to be like big, right?
Yes. I've lost a little bit of weight since then.
You lost a lot, then you gained it, then you lost it, then you gained. Well, you're a lot thinner than you. You're a lot funnier too. You're a lot.
Oh, thank you. But you
A
know
lot of fun.
that John, I remember this is how I
But-
remember it, and then I want you to give me your version of it. But John, I had just been promoted to ensemble apprentice. I wasn't a full-fledged ensemble, but I was apprenticing. And John asked me, "Hey, I'm interested in starting an improv show, but for Spanish people." I'm like, "All right." I knew Nadia was in Gen S. I knew Angie was in Gen S, and I knew Francisco. I'm like, "All right, so there's 4 of us." He goes, "No, I got 2 guys that are graduating now, and I'm gonna put them into lab rats. So that'll be 6, and then I have another guy named Ivan." I'm like, "All right." So we gave it a whirl. Next thing you know, we meet each other, and best buds since then.
Yep, we owe a lot to SAK, a lot to John. I came into that show with Mike Navarro,
Yes.
and Mike was hilarious. And nobody could like improvise a reggaeton song or a rap song. Mike and I were simpaticos in the sense that we were both very physical, and we both almost had this understanding that on stage we could like beat you up. You know what I mean? Like on stage, we would use you almost like I don't know, like a piece of equipment in a gym. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? So we knew we could climb you and ride you and knock you down, and you were game. So I was like, I could do this once a week. I could do it.
I was trying to look for the picture where you rode me like a shark.
Yes.
And Rob.
I wish that I could give you better Wi-Fi. That's kind of like aside from,
I'm back.
look at that. Now
Yeah, quick. I don't know what happened, but I'm back.
I love that trick. You should do that again.
now you're on that side.
Okay, I need you to stop doing this. This is freaking me out. Wait, I got to check my Gatorade. Is it my Gatorade?
No, but remember that show where you hopped? I was a shark, and in the scene, you hopped on my back and just like killed the shark that was passing by, which was me. I have a picture, but I couldn't find it to give it to John.
That's why I love improv, because I could get away with that on stage. I would never have been able to do that had I rehearsed it and asked you, I don't know, permission. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's why I loved improv, because I'm like, oh, I could just like do this, and he has to suck it up. You know?
Right. And
Yeah.
luckily, you didn't weigh that much. So, you know, with you being
I was kind of heavy back then. You know, I was a lawyer back then, so I was doing a lot of eating. You know, I was, you know, it was a lot of misery eating. You know what I'm saying? So, because I was a lawyer, so I was heavy. I was heavy. You were just big. You know, you could hold that weight.
yeah, like strong, like bull. That's
Yeah.
right.
Somebody
You
has to
remember-
go with Gatorade. That's Gatorade. It's made of Gatorade.
Are you sponsored by them or something that you keep
Uh-huh,
bringing them up?
Yeah.
Do you remember our posts when we started in Improv Español? Because John had created. Oh, by the way, Ivan was Brazilian. We forgot to say that. Ivan didn't speak Spanish. He spoke Portuguese.
Yeah.
But to John, it was like, yeah, he's Latino. Yeah, it's close
That's
enough.
close enough, right?
Yeah,
And we're like, we don't even understand him.
yeah. But it was fun to play with him. But
Is he
John,
watching? Is he watching?
I haven't found him. I've tried to find him on Facebook, on
Okay.
MySpace. I've tried to find him anywhere.
Well, you said he's fun. I didn't think he was that fun to play with, but you know,
No.
he was difficult. I couldn't understand him. I couldn't understand him. He's like, oh,
That's true.
Portuguese. And I was like, I don't even, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to stand here.
That is true.
Yeah.
I remember John in post, the first note he ever went to give us, he said, guys, I want you to watch out with saying no to each other. You know, you're blocking each other. And I remember what you were said, no puede. That to us just means you, but to him, just no. So he was like, you blocked him. You know, you can't be saying that. And I was like, oh, it was in part of the.
Hold on. I don't understand. I have to like decode everything. I don't
Did
understand.
send you the decode?
I understood nothing. You might as well be doing this from like the county jail where they have like minimal Wi-Fi.
Oh, is it that bad?
This is horrendous. It's just like visitation hours, and I'm talking to you through a screen because they won't let me visit you in person because of COVID-19.
Can you hear me now?
How many years did the judge give you?
He gave me poor Wi-Fi. That's all he gave me.
Dude, yeah, that's a horrible sentence. I'd rather do straight time.
Yeah, he said, you know what?
Holy, this is incredible. Did you have me on this show so that I could do like a one-man thing because you weren't even going to
send
make
you away
it?
for 5 years, and we can give you this dial-up. No, I even restarted the router. What is going on? Can you hear me now?
I don't. Yeah, I hear you, but is it worth it? I mean, I can barely understand you.
Let me
No,
entertain.
You're fine. Just don't move. Just it's working. No, don't bob back and forth. You're good. All right, go ahead.
So you just need me to freeze.
Yes, just talk and don't reminisce because Wi-Fi seems to go out when you reminisce. So let's not reminisce anymore.
It didn't like the Improv Español stories.
No, I think maybe Ivan is working for Spectrum. And
That's cracking up in the other room. Funny. I'm glad she finds it funny.
Hey, brasileiro. Hey, brasileiro. Portuguese. Hey, my name is Ivano. See, I don't even know. I think that sounded more Portuguese Italian, but that's exactly why we couldn't gel. Because no, I don't understand any Portuguese. Oh, see what I'm saying? Now he froze because we talked about Ivan. Oh my God, yo. This is killing me.
Check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2. You should use this video as like a commercial. You know what I mean? For like
Wi-Fi
to advertise, like to get better Wi-Fi. Because this will make me upgrade. If I saw this, I'd be like, sign me up for the next tier.
I have the best Wi-Fi you can get off the Spectrum in this area.
Well, then you better sue them because you got bamboozled. You know what I mean? Like,
by the way, did you know that today is Cinco de Mayo? But do you know what Cinco de Mayo is really?
I'm afraid to ask because I'm afraid that it'll launch you into a monologue that I won't be able to understand. I'm
freezing up, really?
Oh my God. It's painful.
Am I frozen?
It's painful. Okay. John knows it.
John can pop back. He can tell us.
John, it's painful. I agree with Ellie. Why don't we
disconnect again? You entertain with Ellie, and I'll disconnect and come back.
All right, Ellie. Why don't we play a little video of you real quick?
No, don't play you. No, don't play.
Right. Then entertain. Go ahead.
No, you're just John. No, stay on the John.
All right.
Yeah, get rid of Jose and that Wi-Fi. And then let's start like a campaign to raise money so that Jose can afford proper Wi-Fi.
Yes. Money for Jose.
Yeah, like SAK bucks, because apparently Jose either has really poor Wi-Fi or I think he's in lockup. Listen, I used to be a criminal attorney. I know what it's like to have to speak to your clients via this kind of a video call. And that's what it felt like. I was getting flashbacks to that. And he had that generic black cap, right? Which, every inmate gets, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like I was talking to like a past client.
He has the wrong angle. He's looking up.
It's awful. Yeah. So that's what happens. So this is much better. I appreciate this.
Yeah, this is nice. We can chat.
So go ahead and just be Jose for a couple minutes.
All right.
You're going to ask me some generic question about Cinco de Mayo.
Okay. Do you know why this is called Cinco de Mayo?
Do I care? Did you ask me if I cared? Why?
I didn't ask if I said, do you know why?
Oh, I thought you said, do you care about why it's Cinco? I don't care, which means I don't know.
Okay. Neither do I. I don't know either. So
wait, Emily says what? He needs to sort out this Wi-Fi situation. Yes.
Yeah, he's on. Oh, that's something I can tell you. SAK Comedy Lab, we're doing these check-ins and live streams 7 p.m. every night of the week.
That's really fun that you guys do that, man. I love that you guys do that. I think we need more of that.
Yeah.
So I've dropped in on a few, and I think you guys are doing an amazing job, man. I think I dropped in on one that Robin did. Very fun. Very funny with a huge glass of wine. I think I dropped in on Robbie's, I think.
Yeah, Robbie does some check-ins every now and then.
In that room.
Yeah, Robin, her 50th birthday is coming up on Saturday. I don't know if that's the actual day of her birthday, but she's celebrating live. She's going to have some special guests. That's going to be at 7 p.m. And there's a rumor going around if she raises enough money, she's going to shave her head. So that'll be something to check in on. Yeah, well, probably prettier. She won't go down that.
Whoa.
Oh, I just mean she's got more. She's got a.
What's not pretty about this? I don't.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. No, I'm not saying you're not pretty.
Thank you.
The way that she's gonna.
Yeah, just your haircut's not pretty.
Yeah, just there.
No, Robin's very funny. I'm a big fan of hers. And if her birthday's Saturday, that's great because my birthday is Monday.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So you guys probably share some sort of astrological sign or something.
Yeah, that would be an obvious yes, John.
Yeah. Well, what sign are you? What's your sign?
I see. You're just stalling because you don't know the sign. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what sign it is.
Taurus.
So she's what are some of the qualities of a Taurus?
Pretty. Regardless of haircut.
Uh-huh.
Very funny. Comical.
Okay. You guys both have all that. You have all of that in common so far.
Yeah. And tall, which I didn't get. I didn't get that.
You didn't get tall. But Robin is tall.
Robin is the full Taurus. She is the epitome of Taurus sizes.
You just missed out on that one feature.
Just came a little short. Yeah. So, yeah. But that's fun. That's really fun. I'm not really doing anything for my birthday, in case you were asking, which I'm sure you were.
I was about to.
Mm-hmm. Was it? I just came up when you're talking about. Yes, Robin. See, we're talking about Robin shaving because Jose is he's locked up. He's at the Osceola County Jail. And so he's asking the deputy now for better Wi-Fi for his visitation hour that he has that they gave him to be with SAK. So I'm just chatting it up with John.
Yeah, we just kind of took over the show. We're waiting on.
And John loves to be on camera.
Obviously.
So knowing that, I said, be on camera. What is John saying?
John says, I remember Eli took notes on his PDA in the first class I had with him. He assured me he wasn't playing video games. Now it's been a while since then, Eli. So what's the truth on that?
So first of all, John Hunter, man, was the perfect improv teacher, man, because he was so sweet. You know what I mean? He was just real kind and very approachable. And remember, I used to go to those classes straight from court. So I would leave court and sometimes I'd still be dressed up and then I'd go to SAK and I'd take these classes and I took them seriously. I was jotting down notes and I didn't want to get in trouble. And I was like, John, I swear to God, I'm not texting or nothing. I'm taking notes, and everybody else was just playing. And I was like, no, this is for real. I just came from a trial. I'm taking improv serious. So I would, do that. And John was, because I'm sure, I sucked. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Way too stiff, way too serious. I was litigious. I was the only improv player that would legitimately argue with you. I'd be like, what did you mean by that? I don't understand that. What are you offering exactly? How does that help the scene? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so John was great. John was really, really great. So he definitely got me started. Because if I'd had a harder teacher, I probably would have argued myself out of that class.
Did you find that in the beginning, taking some of those notes was helpful, or was that more hurtful? Did you feel like you became a better improviser as you let go of that, or do you use your lawyer background? Does it help you at all?
I was taking notes because it was such a new world to me.
Yeah.
A lot of the techniques and a lot of the rules, were so complicated. Something as simple as yes and, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yes and. That sounds so complicated in a simple way. You know what I mean? Like that.
Right.
That blew my mind. What do you mean yes and? I've got to accept it and go with it. But what if I don't like it? Well, you got to accept it. No, but you're not listening to me. What if I don't like it? But you just like it, and John was real patient. Just go with it. And I'd be like, no, John, you're not answering my question. What if I think it's legit? What if I just think it's legit stupid? Like if it's just a dumb offer. He was like, but that's the point. You got to say yes and. I'm like, no, John, it hurts. It hurts to agree with something stupid. You know what I mean? And it was John. John was so patient, you know. Yeah. But I needed to take those notes because I needed to read those back and you know, kind of let them sink in, because during the day I was so litigious. And I love fighting. I love that verbal kind of, you know, engagement, altercation. So reading those, it kind of sunk in that I needed to listen more and be more receptive and read body language and read energies. And that just started to change. But then I realized that as a lawyer, I was improvising in court. I mean, that's what I would do. I would, you know, in court, you have an idea of what you want to do. You know, you have an idea of what you want to say. And then, you know, things happen. The judge may say something, a witness may say something, and you got to improvise your way out of it.
Yeah. So you did find a way to kind of blend those skills, utilize your background, but you kind of had to break some habits that you had built up.
I needed to listen, man, because when you're a criminal defense lawyer or a prosecutor, you're not listening, you're talking. Right. And if you listen too much, you're losing. You know what I mean? So you gotta talk, you gotta be on your A game, you gotta be leading the charge. But improv really allowed me to sit down and watch. Watch and listen. And you learn a lot, man. You learn a lot when you listen and you take in somebody's kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you take in somebody's attitude, you know what I mean? And I think it made me a better lawyer as a result, because I could read the witness better on the stand. You know what I'm saying? I could read jurors. Yeah. If you just kind of take it in, take the moment in. And improv, little did I know, it just made me the better, much better lawyer.
How much longer, Eli, did you, because you do not practice law now, is that correct?
No, I don't practice law, but I am proud to say that I passed 3 bar exams. So I passed the bar exam in Florida. I passed the bar exam in Illinois and in New York. So I practiced a little bit in New York, but I never really got to practice in Chicago. But I mainly practiced in Florida.
Okay. And about how long has it been? Like, when did you decide to just leave that all together? And by the way, Jose is back on. I'm going to bring him on while you tell us this story. We'll do our best. I know.
Let me finish this story, because
I will.
Poor Wi-Fi is going to kill it. It really is. I'm going to want to move over there, go over there and give him my router box. I made my first jump back in 2008, and I left the law officially on and off. But I think officially it was around 2014, 2015. And then I was part-time on and off for about 4, 5, 6 years there. Because it's just, it's not easy. It's not easy to leave a profession like the law to pursue full-time comedy. Financially and like psychologically and emotionally, it's not easy, right? I mean, you know, it took me that amount of time to convince my parents that I knew what I was doing. Yeah.
I'm back.
You know why I'm reacting like this? Because I was hoping you'd be back from like your neighbor's house who has better Wi-Fi, and you're back. You're still locked up at county.
What?
Okay, talk to me.
Is it better?
Just don't even question it. Just go with it.
Look, I thought of this. I was so frustrated with the Wi-Fi, and so are you. I think we should do a scene of you. You know, the Wi-Fi is acting really bad for you, and I'm the Spectrum guy that comes to your house to fix it. So I want you to be me with my Wi-Fi issues right now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'm knocking at the door.
I have to be you. I can't be litigious me.
No, you can be litigious you if you want. I want you to play it how you're going to play it. You're mad. The Wi-Fi is like this.
Okay, please be me. I'm going to teach you how to be me for this.
Right. I want to know what to do when I call the Spectrum guy to come fix my router.
All right.
All right?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, you called for a service tech?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there an issue going on?
Yeah, there's an issue. I'm paying for the top level of Wi-Fi, and it's not working when I need it when I need it to work.
Oh my, you're Eli Castro.
Yeah.
I've been to all your shows.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Listen,
Yeah.
if you listen, if you can just
Boom.
okay.
Yeah.
Listen, the router box is right over there, right by the TV.
I'll check it out. Oh, yep. Seems like everything's working fine right now for me. Everything's good. Are you sure? Are you sure you didn't have like too many things going on at once?
No, I had everything shut off.
You had everything shut off? Okay.
Yep. I had everything shut off.
Yep. Did you restart the router after
I restarted it. I counted to 15. Yep, counted 15, and then I counted backwards for 15, and then I plugged it back in. Thank you.
Okay. It could be, I'm just saying right now, it could be your computer or your laptop that you're using or your iPad. It could be that it has a malfunction because I'm reading 100% right now Wi-Fi.
Okay. Well, since we're spitballing, it could be you, right? It could be that you're not really doing your job right? I mean, it could be, right?
No, look, you see, as you can see right here in the meter, it says 100%. It's working fine, sir. I mean,
right. So it's me, right? It's me. It's my fault. Okay, it's my fault.
Just saying, it's definitely not the internet that's coming in. I'm receiving.
It's not Spectrum. No, it's not Spectrum because Spectrum is perfect, right?
Oh, we're not perfect. We're close to perfect.
Oh, close.
Yeah, okay. We're not perfect.
Okay, all right.
Are you okay? Everything está bien? Okay.
Yeah. I'm just I'm soothing the fury. Really, that's it starts to build up. The rage comes up, and I have to soothe it down.
Te estás subiendo la bilirrubina, like they say.
Yeah. No, I'm not in a mood. So you're doing a lot of talking and not any repairing. So does that mean you're done or what?
Yeah. I mean, I can bring you a new router if you'd like. But
yep. I do like that. I do like that idea very much.
Sure. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll plug in a new one. I'm gonna, grab it from the truck.
No. I'll call it in. Maybe somebody else because I got a feeling that everything you have in that truck works the exact same way as that box. So I'm good. I'll just call somebody in.
Okay, got it.
See,
so that's how you need me to handle it.
You
just need me to massage as I'm talking. Massage my forehead
because that's intimidating. You see what I'm saying? Like if they see that, they're like, oh man, this guy's about to blow. Like this is bad. I better get him the best router box there is. I better get it from the manager's closet because this guy looks mean. That's the mood. That's the mood you got to convey.
I got you. I felt it. Like I felt the heat coming from you through. I'm not even a Spectrum repairman, and I was feeling like I was getting in trouble.
And let me tell you something. That was barely any acting. Okay, that was like that was me. Listen. That was me remembering dealing with the Spectrum people. I'll tell you a story. One time I went and I called. Remember when the DVR boxes came out and you had like 20 hours to record back in the day. We're talking about 10, 15 years ago when they first came out and you were like, oh my God, DVRs, what? Right. So I was recording let's say I'd record a game. Right.
Right.
And you get like 20 hours, but I was barely recording the game. And then it would say I had 90% capacity. Like I only had 10% left.
Wow.
And I'm like, yo, this isn't right. So I called Spectrum. I'm like, yo, I think there's something wrong with the DVR box because it's only letting me record like a couple of hours. I only recorded one game and I'm almost out. They were like, oh, we'll send somebody out. Bro, this guy came out, takes a look at my box, goes through it, right, play, rewind, and then he goes, I think I know what your problem is, bro. I go, okay, great, because, it doesn't work. See, what happens is you're recording a lot of sports. And sports, it has a lot of movement, So, like in football, you see that right there? The guy's running and there's a lot of action. So it's using up a lot of the memory space. Now, my girl, she records soap operas. Soap operas don't have a lot of movement, so she can record a lot of soap operas, bro. I I started doing this, right? I started doing that, right? Because it hurt me to listen to stupid, right? So I was like waiting for him to pause, and then I was like, oh yeah, that sounds right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you. I'll try to record less action.
So this right here, I gotta remember it when I do it. This right here is massaging the evil, like massaging the evil down.
You're soothing the rage.
Gotcha.
Right? You're just soothing the rage. You're just like, you know what? And you gotta do that. You know that. And right here, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Adam wants to know, did that cable guy try to sell you a bridge?
No. No. But he probably would have sounded just as convincing. Yeah.
Right.
Oh God.
You know what?
Forget that.
When I brought you in, I told everybody that you were fresh off your one-man show Off-Broadway run, but I couldn't remember how many sold-out shows you had exactly.
You think fresh off? You mean like a year ago?
Yeah, that's fresh. Because I mean, we got hit with the corona. You had a lot of cancellations, so
it was 32 shows, 7 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was, but when you started, it wasn't automatically 32 shows, right?
No, we started with 12.
Wow.
12. It was like originally 12 or 16, and then they sold out so quickly and that we once we went off, once I appeared on The View, once Sonny brought me up or talked about me on The View, then that was opening weekend, and that we had to extend and add to it. And they wanted us to add to that to 32, but I thought that was a good run. 7 weeks was good, so I stopped it at 7.
And how was that for you, like performing? Because 32 shows, I mean, day in, day out, I mean, vocally and everything. Because you like when you perform, you leave it all on stage. You don't perform and you're performing at 50%. Like
it's hard for me to find that level, right? It's hard for me to. It was just like the way I was as a lawyer. As a lawyer, I just went all out, which I think is why I burned out, because I don't know how to scale back. You know what I mean? So when I do that show grew. So that show started with about an hour 45. And then towards the end of the run, it was peaking like at 2:45, 2 hours.
Wow.
And 45. So each half was about an hour 15, hour 20. So when it became kind of tricky was when I would have Saturday matinees and then Saturday night shows. And after the meet and greet, my turnaround was like a half hour, 45 minutes.
That's crazy.
To change, get some dry clothes, do a breathing treatment, and then, go back out again. But I never complained. I just saw it as living a dream. So it is what it is, whether I was aching or sore throat or headache or whatever, exhaustion, that's just the price of admission, right? To be able to live this dream. So it was great.
Do you remember when we were doing Improv Español, we did a show for 3 guests one time?
I wrote about that. That was very memorable. So you know this, right? That I wrote a book about my transition from being a lawyer to being a comedian. Hopefully that book will come out next year. But in it, I wrote of that because it was that was something, right? I mean, we had done a show. This was our second show, right?
I think it was, second or third.
We were backstage. We were all excited. And somebody peeked through the door and they were like, yo, there's only 3 people. And we're like about to start.
Yep.
And they wanted to call it off. And you and I were like, nah, man, this is what we do. And I remember that show because they were like, 7 of us on stage. And the 3 people in the audience was really just a family. It was mom, dad, and the son.
Who came to every one of our shows, by the way.
She still comes to my shows.
Yep.
And there's the kid is like 20.
Right.
But it was great because when I first started, I started doing shows for family and friends, right? So I once did my show for a few producers that came in from LA, and there was only 3 of them in the audience. So I was never bothered by that. I felt like if it's 3 people, then it's 3 people.
Yep.
If it's 300, it's 300. If it's 3,000, it's 3,000. But I've never been affected by audience size. To me, it's if I'm on stage and there's one person looking to be entertained, then I've got a job to do. For me, the only difference is that the laughter is amplified. But as long as I get that one laugh, I'm good. I'm good.
And speaking of your shows, you did the Off-Broadway run, but you actually have, 8 shows, 8 one-man shows that you wrote, that you rotate?
I know, but this is embarrassing, but I don't know the exact number. I always do this. Malcriado, which is out of rotation. Made in Puerto Rico, Law and Disorder, Capicú, I'm No Romeo, Mira Que Nice, Solo, Words Cannot Explain, One Big Happy Familia, and Jíbaro Soy. 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So out of those 10, 9 are in rotation. So there have been weekends where I've done 4 different shows on a weekend. Like, I'll do one Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I can do a run one weekend of one show, a run of another weekend the next show.
That's crazy to me. And all the other shows, we never did one the same. And you basically wrote those 2 of what we were going to do. So that was 8 different shows there.
Sorry, I didn't even count that. Right. So El Show was a show where I decided to do stand-up and incorporate improv and sketches.
Right.
And again, in Spanglish. Right. So what it allowed me to do, it allowed me to play some of the great games that I learned at SAK and infuse some language and infuse some stand-up and some sketch. And SAK was great because they allowed us to do those shows on the SAK stage, which is where they belong, because that's really where I got my start, right? So it was wonderful to bring this new audience, this Latino kind of Spanglish audience, to see this Spanglish improvisation / stand-up / sketch show. And it was great. The first show that we did was seen by Tito Nieves, which was incredible, right?
Yeah.
That Tito got a bigger ovation than I did.
It was...
We hadn't even started, and the audience were nuts. And we were backstage. We were like, we haven't even gone out, and it was Tito was there. And
I remember that day when you told me, "Hey, Tito's gonna call you so you can bring him up through the elevator," and I was like, "What?" And my phone rang, and it was him on the other line. I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Yeah, Tito Nieves is an international recording artist. He is a great, amazing salsa singer, and if you're Puerto Rican, Tito Nieves is big, man. And he's also done a lot of records with many artists. I mean, did you know he did records with Fat Joe? And he's a true bridge, right? From Hector Lavoe to Mark Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Hector Lavoe, he sang with Hector Lavoe. Hector Lavoe was his godfather. And Mark Anthony would be the first one to tell you that he wouldn't be where he's at without Tito Nieves.
Wow.
Like Tito's huge. He's an icon.
Right.
So to have him in the audience sitting front row watching you perform, that'll mess you up, because we watch him perform. You know what I'm saying? I grew up admiring him and his incredible talent. So it was incredibly flattering and humbling that he took his family and watched us.
What was really cool too was opening weekend for your Off-Broadway show. He came out the same night I did, because you were having a special night that night. And by the way, that was the coldest weekend New York had that March. So you're welcome that I got out there and froze my butt off to see that show. That was crazy cold. Crazy.
Yeah. Well, don't take it up with me. Yeah, take it up with God. I programmed the weather. Hey, nice going, Ellie. Take it up with God. Listen, well, that was the weekend that I had decided to propose to Emily.
Right.
Originally, I wanted to do the 3rd weekend of March, and it was Tito who said that he wanted to be a part of it, but that he was going to go the 1st weekend. So I, changed my plans so that I could propose on the night he was there, and then I told you about it so that because you would want to go. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's it. Nobody else knew. Like my family didn't know. My family didn't know. Nobody knew. In fact, I didn't even know exactly how it was going to go down until Tito came backstage to my dressing room before the show and said, "Here's what we're going to do." You know what I mean? And when Tito talks, like you're gonna listen. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like the Godfather. He's kind of like the Godfather talking.
Right. Like I gave him an idea. Like I was thinking maybe, and I pitched it to him, and he was like, "No, here's what we're gonna do." And I was like, "Okay, let me take notes." And he said, "Look, I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna bring you back on stage. I'm gonna bring your son up on stage. I'm gonna bring her up on stage, and you're gonna tell me to sing. I'm gonna start singing, and then as soon as I start singing, you do your thing." Except Tito's so comfortable on stage, he was just hanging out and he wouldn't start singing.
Wow.
So I'm like, if you see the video, I'm like, oh my God, sing already, yo. I got this bulge in my pocket. I got this huge box. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was great. My son didn't know. He was, extremely shocked, and he doesn't even show that much emotion. He's 13, you know what I mean? But he was super shocked, and the reaction was incredible from the crowd, from Emmeline. It was a memorable night, and it's a night that we'll never forget.
It was amazing, and I was glad that I could join you and be there, even though I was freezing the whole time.
I like how you keep making it about you. You know what? What's great is to think that that I could put all that aside. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And have a show, because I still had a show to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember just not even thinking about it, because I've been married before. You know what I'm saying? So I've done this twice before. So it's like, number 3, tú sabes.
Here we go.
See, this is funnier if Emily was here. If Emily was here, then she'd be like, you know what I mean? But maybe she's watching,
Right. So before this Wi-Fi got crazy, I was asking you if you knew what Cinco de Mayo, how it got started, or what Cinco de Mayo represents. What were those rolling? Are you going like this again?
Yeah. It's starting. Because I see you going back to your script.
Well, no, it's not a script. I just wanted to read this to you. So the reason Cinco de Mayo exists is because it was the anniversary of the Battle of Puebla.
I'm not going back to my script, he says, as he goes and reads from his script.
I'm reading in the where is it? In the phone.
Right.
Reading,
okay.
Reading from here.
The Battle of Puebla. All right.
The Battle of Puebla. But the only city that actually celebrates it is Puebla.
I'm not texting. I'm taking notes.
Oh wow, okay. That's so exciting! All right, so tell you what. But here's the thing: only Puebla celebrates it in Mexico. Like, it's not a Mexican holiday right now. Cinco de Mayo is not a Mexican holiday.
Got it.
Only Puebla, that state, is the one that celebrates it.
I feel like this is going to be a question on the test, so because you keep repeating it. Got it.
It is, and oh look, it's called La Batalla de Puebla. Laura said. All right, my bad. My bad. So here's what I want to do. I want to go back to that battle, and I want to have the conversation that general had with the president about, winning the war and what are we going to do about it. How's that sound?
Right, so I thought you were going back to the battle. I thought you wanted to reenact the battle.
Well, just the two of us?
Well,
I guess.
This is your show, bro. I'm just telling you.
No, the battle's over. The battle's over.
Okay.
The battle's over.
That was
won.
Okay.
Órale, ganamos. We won. So now it's how about this? How about you be the president?
Hold on. By the way, who they beat? I don't even know who they beat.
The French.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I knew that. I didn't even have to look at the notes to tell you that one. The French.
I would have lost that bet. I would have been like, gringos?
No, the French.
Okay.
The French.
Dressed as gringos? Okay.
Probably.
Okay, so you're gonna be who? The general or the president?
I'll be the general, and you can be the president, which I believe was Juarez back then. Benito Juarez was the president.
Okay, so who am I again?
President Benito Juarez.
Okay, I am President Benito Juarez.
All right. Back in 1862.
Okay. Who spoke English?
He speaks Spanglish.
Don't tell me what to do. All right. I'm the president. I'm the president. How you gonna tell me?
All right. So I'm coming to your office.
Enter.
Señor Presidente, we won.
Soy yo.
We won. We won la batalla de Puebla.
¿Quién eres tú?
General Ignacio.
Your General Ignacio what?
Sakura.
You need to read your notes to know who you are.
Yes, sir. I don't have Sarangosa.
Okay.
Ignacio Sarangosa.
He's a fraud. He's a fraud. Kill him. There you wouldn't even make it. You die. They would shoot you because you wouldn't even pass.
I couldn't remember the guy's name. Why did you ask me for a last name?
There goes the Wi-Fi.
No way,
bro. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to know who you're playing. I threw you off.
I was General Ignacio.
I threw you off as soon as I said General who. You were like Ignacio.
Sarangosa.
You would have been shot in the head, bro.
The funny thing is, I could have made it up and it wouldn't have mattered, but I didn't. I wanted to give his real name.
That's like you playing improv. That's like you playing a game at SAK and somebody throws you a hard question and you go, let me go back please and look it up. I'll come back with a really good answer.
John just killed me. He said all we need is Ivan coming in as a Panther.
See, you're tempting me to go there and you don't want me to go there. I'm trying to keep this nice. I'm trying to be down. Okay?
John is when John types, he's not the John that you meet in person. Like he'll give you those little jabs.
Well, let me tell you something. That's exactly right. We would be having this scene, right, where you're about to get shot because you're not who you are, right? And
it's a fake general.
Right. You're an imposter. And then yes, Ivan would come in as a panther, right? And I'd be like, what are you doing? Like in my head, right? I'd be like, what are you doing?
And he'd come in singing, you got to move it, move it. You got to move it, move it.
That's what I'm saying. But like if we could slow down time, I'd be like, Ivan, what are you doing? And then I would like in the scene, I would grab your gun and then I would shoot it. You know what I mean? Like I would shoot it to kill it. And then he'd do a thing like, oh, I'm still alive, I'm fighting you. And I'd be like, no, you're dead.
I blocked it. I blocked it.
Yeah, I want you dead, not just for the scene, for the whole show. You're dead. This bullet killed you just for the entirety of the show. You're dead.
I got an idea. I got another idea. We're going to do a scene, and I want you to play this scene being Ivan, and I'll just be another character. So you're just Ivan in the scene.
Okay. All right.
So let's go. Actually, let's get suggestions. Let's get somebody to tell us what this scene is about.
Oh, Brigesi. Brigesi.
Save it for the scene.
Oh, no. This is how he is while you're getting us. Brigesi.
So, John, do we have any suggestions in the audience? Anybody wants to give us anything about what this scene could be about? Today is Cinco de Mayo. You know, it could be.
I'll tell you what it could be about. It could be about bad Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. Sigue. Give it a few seconds. John says it takes time for people to type.
It doesn't take any time for a carpentry. Okay. Oh, can I say this, please?
Yeah.
Because I have the camera on me. Can you stop commenting on suggestions? Okay, this is a pet peeve. Ready? Can I get a suggestion for this next scene? Go ahead and say carpentry. Go ahead. Carpentry. I love that. Great suggestion. Let's go with that. Carpentry. Yes. Can we not do that anymore? Can we please just take the suggestion?
Yes. So show me how you want it done now. Do it again.
Can I get a suggestion for this next scene? What's going to inspire this next scene?
Carpentry
it is. Here we go. Let's see it. Oh, because we get the same thing. You go ahead and say carpentry. Go ahead.
Carpentry.
Like what kind of carpentry? No. just take it. Just take it. Don't comment on it. Just take it. Sorry. It's the rage, bro.
Were you like this?
Yeah, it's the rage. My bad. Yeah. Okay. Can we do one more? Where they comment? All right, one more. I need a suggestion for this. Give me something generic. Okay. Something to inspire. A
box.
What? Yeah, that's another one. What? I have a box, yay big. What's in this box? What's in this box?
There's a book.
Okay. Yeah. What's in this box? That's not a book. What else?
A comb.
A comb. That's cute. What besides a comb and a book? What can be in this box that's fun that I can take without commenting or rejecting? Huh?
Ring.
A ring. Yes. That's what I was hoping for. Thank you. Can we do a ring? Why are we doing that? That was like 60 minutes. That's the length of a scene. Sorry.
Are you massaged out already?
Yeah. John's gonna edit that part out. John's gonna be like, I'm gonna cut that out because
all right. You're Ivan.
All right, what are we doing? What? Okay, I'm Ivan. Okay, I'm Ivan.
Carpentry.
Yes.
Yeah, here we go. Yo, so I'm planning on building this house. I need some help, buddy.
I'm Jesus.
I know. That's why I came to you. I need help. I need you to help me build the house.
I am Jesus, and I will turn this into a house.
Please do. Please do. I would love it if you could turn my car into a house. Do it.
There it is.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Jesus. I knew I could come to you and you'd help me out getting
lightning.
Now you just destroyed my house, Jesus.
You're much better. Because you're a better improviser, so you go along with it and you make it funny. Me would clash because it would look something like this.
All right, let's switch then. I'll be Ivan. You play Ellie like this. You play Ellie like this.
All right, pick up from there.
All right.
You just burned down my house.
I'll build you another one.
Okay, build it.
Water.
No, you can't build anything with water. No.
Wind.
Okay. All right. You're just saying random things. I started out with a house. You destroyed the house, and now you're just throwing different elements. Locusts. Oh, God. Okay. So obviously the locusts aren't going to touch you because you're Jesus. So now I'm going to get the.
Okay. You have a problem, my son.
Yeah, I do. I can't kill Jesus. So, so the next best thing is to go like that.
Blackout.
Ivan walked on stage.
We
move it.
We love you, Ivan. You know something else?
By the way, hold on. Gotta say this, okay? Gotta say this. You know that when we give notes, right? Our posts.
Oh, they're brutal. People wouldn't survive them.
Okay, which I got to tell you because John is great for this. John couldn't even hang on our posts because John was like, what?
They thought we were yelling at each other, like killing each other.
They're going to kill each other? Like, I thought John at first left the room to get help because I think the best post you could do after a show, and Jose knows this, is you got to be brutally honest. You can't be like, oh my God, that was okay. Why don't we just do it instead of talking about it? Let's do your typical like too flowery kind of post, and then we'll do mine. Okay.
All right. But when we do our real version post, remember we're in a SAK check-in, so we can't use colorful words.
I get it. We've been on for 53 minutes. I think I've been pretty good.
All right. So this is a frou-frou post. Show ended. Let's talk about the first scene, or let's talk about the show. Oh my goodness, Sarah, you were so good in the show. That was great.
Thanks. Oh, Rebecca, you were hilarious. Oh my God.
Yes.
The whole thing in the box, brilliant.
Yes.
And the way you kept waiting for the ring, I love it.
Right? Personally, I would have played a guy, but a girl was fine too. It was.
No. Don't even question it. Don't even question it. You were like so funny. Like everything you did, like I forgot that I had to improvise, and I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. You were perfect.
That's why I love you.
No,
That's
you were.
I love you.
You were
That's
perfect.
why I love you.
I need you to reciprocate it.
You're perfect.
No, thank you. Oh my God. Not that I was waiting for that, but yeah.
I heart you.
Thank you. Let me reciprocate it back to you.
Look, ding.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of hearts.
You want to talk about the show? Anything went wrong? Yikes. Boo.
Wrong? Nothing ever
goes
wrong.
No, right?
No.
All right.
No.
That's ugly.
Okay. Our post.
Ready? All right, Jose.
Yeah.
What were you thinking when you said, "What can I put in this box"? Why did you choose that?
I just didn't like the first suggestion that they threw out. I just
No.
thought,
I wasn't really asking you the question. I was still thinking. I was still talking.
okay.
If somebody says, "Oh my God," if somebody says comb, you just take it, bro. You just take it, huh?
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
I accept it. Good note. I'll
yeah,
take it.
yeah. And why did you black out the scene so quickly?
Because there was a huge laugh. So I just thought, yeah,
Oh God,
blackout.
no! That's the point.
What?
We're supposed to get laughs. You don't react like you're surprised. You don't react like, "Oh my God, we got to laugh." Black it out. No, that's the beginning of the scene. You don't
Gotcha.
black it out during the first laugh. That's when we're getting warmed up.
So you need me to trust that we're still going to get more laughs later
Yeah,
on. I got
God forbid. Yeah, God forbid you trust that we could do better, that we can sustain that laughter. God forbid you trust my abilities. Yes, if unless that's asking for too much. Is that asking?
No, yeah, no, you're right. 100%.
No, I know.
Can I ask you one?
You're gonna ask me a question.
Yeah, I want to know something from you. You know, in the scene, lines from the text. Why did you come in before the scene was established?
I came in to establish the scene.
No, you got to let the scene get established first. Your words are coming out of here.
Yeah, I'm establishing it.
No, let the base get established and then you come in and you'll be messing up the scene. Then we can play off of that. Get it?
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
You're not going to accept that note?
No, I am accepting that note by saying no. I'm accepting it. If I wasn't accepting it, I wouldn't even let you finish. Okay, how about that? Accepting it because I'm letting you finish. Okay, are you finished? Are you finished? Are you finished?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying it's a bad note. Okay, are you going to accept that?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll accept that.
Then we both accepted it. We both accepted a note. Okay, mine was probably more constructive than yours, but we both accepted a note. But then we could go out to eat.
John said, I feel like this is a real post from 2008.
It was definitely with more colorful language.
Yes.
Because that's the way I express myself backstage, which is to say, you know, like, what are you doing? Right? Don't do this. We talked about this, right? Like, there's nothing more annoying than when you rehearse something, when you go over something, and then on stage you do something completely different. I can't go backstage and act like that didn't happen. I'm gonna go backstage and be like, you know, and beep, 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 because I need to trust that person when we go back out on stage. I can't be like, you know, can I go back on stage with the person I used to rehearse with or
right?
Because I don't know who this person is. You know what I'm saying? So my beep, beep, beep is gonna drive the point home.
That's a key word you said there, though, is trust. The group or whoever you're performing with, you have to have trust to have those conversations so that it doesn't. You can just bounce it off afterwards. It's just, hey, look, we need you messed up, and we need to do this next time. Okay,
right, and it's
no problem.
It's nothing personal, but the last thing you should do is say, "Hey, man, people laughed, so that means it was funny. It was good." Yeah. It's like, yeah, man, that's just the beginning. But can we work on the art form though? Can we at least try to, you know, get better?
It's how can we be better for next time?
Right.
Which is what it is. You know what? It's actually coming to the end. And I want to also talk about real quick so you can hit it up. You have a podcast that I'm actually part of also. But I think John has, there it is. John has a link for it. But
really simple. It's El Podcast, the Eli Castro Show. You can get it, míralo aquí, right there on my website or wherever you get your podcast. It's a weekly show, 30 minutes or less. It's mainly in English with some Spanish. It's bilingual. It's funny. Jose is in it. He's going to be in this Friday's episode. So I believe in it wholeheartedly. It's an easy listen. So go to it's almost like an audio sitcom. So check it out.
Eli, thank you for coming on this show with me. Thank you for dealing with my Wi-Fi. Thank you for putting up with me for 13 years. And thank you for your friendship.
It's coming
also,
up.
I see. Here it goes. I also want to say thank you to John Valines for teching for us tonight.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
And for interviewing.
Yeah, that's right. When I was trying to fix this Wi-Fi. And thank you to John Hunter for making us meet, because otherwise we probably wouldn't have met. So
thank you, John.
Thank you, everybody. Love you all. Los quiero. Feliz 5 de Mayo. Bye.